Welcome back to the channel. Like and sub if you enjoyed the video, thank you. Chapter 30, Expanding Horizons. Chen sat in his office, contemplating the latest developments. The partnership with EcoPower had opened doors he never imagined possible. Green Tech Innovations was now poised to take on more ambitious projects and expand their influence in the renewable energy sector. However, this growth came with new challenges and responsibilities. Tom called a meeting with his leadership team to discuss their strategy for global expansion. Sarah, Mark, David, and Lisa joined in the conference room, ready to tackle the task ahead. "Thanks for coming, everyone," Tom began. "As you know, our partnership with EcoPower has given us a unique opportunity to expand our operations internationally. We've received invitations to participate in renewable energy projects in several countries. Today, I want to discuss how we can best approach these opportunities and ensure our success." Sarah nodded, reviewing the list of potential projects. "We have invitations from governments and private sectors in Europe, Asia, and South America. Each region presents its own set of challenges and opportunities. We need to prioritize which projects to pursue first." Mark added, "We should consider the regulatory environments and local partnerships. Some countries have more favorable policies for renewable energy, which could make our projects easier to implement." David, always a technical expert, pointed out, "We also need to ensure our technology is adaptable to different climates and grid systems. Our hybrid solution has proven effective in various conditions, but we'll need to fine-tune it for each specific location." Lisa, who had been closely monitoring their financial health, spoke up, "And we need to manage our resources carefully. Expanding too quickly could strain our finances and operational capacity. We should focus on projects that offer the best return on investment and align with our mission." Tom listened carefully, appreciating the insights from his team. "I agree with all of you. Let's start by prioritizing the projects in regions with supportive policies and strong potential partners. We'll need to set up local teams to handle the day-to-day operations and ensure smooth integration of our technology." Over the next few weeks, the team worked tirelessly to develop a comprehensive expansion plan. They identified key projects in Europe and Asia, where the regulatory environment were favorable and there were established networks of renewable energy advocates. One of the first projects they decided to pursue was in Germany, a country known for its strong commitment to renewable energy. The German government had invited Green Tech to collaborate on a large-scale solar and wind farm in Bavaria. The project promised to be a showcase for their hybrid energy solution. Tom, Sarah, and a select team traveled to Germany to meet with government officials and potential partners. The meetings were productive, with both sides expressing enthusiasm for the collaboration. The German officials were impressed by Green Tech's innovative technology and commitment to sustainability. "We believe your hybrid solution could significantly enhance the efficiency and reliability of our renewable energy grid," said Dr. Muller, the project's lead coordinator. "We're excited to see what we can achieve together." Tom felt a sense of pride and optimism. "We're honored to be part of this project. Our team is dedicated to making it a success and demonstrating the potential of hybrid energy solutions on a large scale." Back in the United States, the team prepared for project's implementation. They recruited local experts and engineers in Germany to join their efforts, ensuring that the project would benefit from both Green Tech's innovation and local expertise. As the project in Germany progressed, Green Tech received more invitations from other countries. In Japan, they were approached to develop a hybrid energy system for a coastal community transitioning away from nuclear power. In Brazil, a major utility company sought their expertise for a large-scale solar and wind installation in the Amazon region. Tom and his team carefully evaluated each opportunity, balancing their ambition with the need for strategic planning and resource management. The global expansion was exciting, but they knew it was essential to proceed methodically to ensure long-term success. One evening, as Tom reviewed the latest project reports, he reflected on how far Green Tech had come. The transition from a promising startup to an international player in renewable energy was a testament to the hard work and dedication of his team. The challenges ahead were significant, but so were the opportunities. He gathered his thoughts and sent an email to his team. Subject: moving forward with our global expansion. Team, I want to take a moment to express my gratitude for your hard work and dedication. Our global expansion is a significant milestone for green tech innovations, and it's thanks to your efforts that we're in this position. As we move forward with projects in Germany, Japan, Brazil, and beyond, let's stay focused on our mission and values. Our commitment to innovation and sustainability is what sets us apart, and it's what will drive our success in these new ventures. Thank you for your continued dedication. Together, we're making a lasting impact on the world's energy landscape. Best, Tom. Tom sent the email and leaned back in his chair, feeling a sense of fulfillment and anticipation. The journey ahead would be challenging, but with his team by his side, he was confident that green tech innovations would rise to the occasion and lead the way in the renewable energy revolution. Chapter 31. The Rivals Return. Tom Chen was deep in thought as he reviewed the latest news on his computer. His focus shifted from global expansion plans to a headline that caught his eye. Phoenix Energy rebrands as Novarenew, set to launch new hybrid energy technology. Phoenix Energy, green tech's old rival, had resurfaced with new name and new leadership, and they were entering the hybrid energy market. Sarah, Mark, can you come to my office? Tom called out. He knew this could be a serious threat to their market position. As Sarah and Mark entered, Tom pointed to the article on his screen. Phoenix Energy is back. They're now Novarenew and launching a competing technology. Sarah raised an eyebrow. Phoenix Energy? I thought they were done after their financial troubles a few years ago. Looks like they regrouped and are making a comeback, Mark said, leaning in to read the article. And they're targeting the hybrid energy market, just like us. Tom nodded. We need to assess the threat and devise a strategy. They were tough competitors before, and I doubt they've lost their edge. Over the next few days, the team gathered as much information as they could about Novarenew's new technology and leadership. They discovered that the new CEO, Laura Mitchell, was known for her aggressive business strategies and had a reputation for turning struggling companies around. David joined the discussion in Tom's office, bringing along a detailed report on Novarenew's technology. Their hybrid solution is similar to ours, but they're emphasizing lower costs and faster deployment times. If they can deliver on those promises, they'll be a formidable competitor. Sarah added, we also need to consider their marketing strategy. They're positioning themselves as the affordable alternative, which could attract a lot of interest, especially in developing markets. Tom leaned back in his chair, considering their options. We need to reinforce our strengths and continue innovating. Let's start by improving our technology's efficiency and focusing on our unique selling points, like reliability and long-term savings. And we need to ramp up our marketing efforts to highlight these advantages. Mark agreed. We should also keep an eye on their deployment projects. If we can identify any weaknesses or issues, we can use that to our advantage. Tom stood up, his determination clear. All right, let's get to work. This is a setback, but it's also an opportunity to prove why green tech is the leader in hybrid energy solutions. We've faced challenges before, and we've always come out stronger. The team sprang into action, each member focusing on their respective areas. Sarah led the marketing efforts, working with their communications team to craft a campaign that emphasized green tech's strengths. They highlighted their proven track record, customer testimonials, and the long-term benefits of their technology. Mark and David spearheaded the technical improvements. They collaborated with the R&D team to enhance their hybrid energy solutions efficiency and explore new innovations. Their goal was to stay ahead of Novarenew by continually pushing the boundaries of what their technology could achieve. As green tech intensified its efforts, the competition with Novarenew heated up. Both companies vied for the same contracts and projects, each seeking to demonstrate their superiority. The rivalry rekindled old tensions, but also fueled green tech's drive to excel. One morning, Tom received an invitation to a major renewable energy conference where both green tech and Novarenew were scheduled to present. It was the perfect opportunity to showcase their advancements and make a statement to the industry. Looks like we're going head-to-head with Novarenew at the conference, Tom told his team. This is our chance to prove we're the best. Let's make sure our presentation is flawless. The weeks leading up to the conference were a whirlwind of activity. The team worked tirelessly to prepare, refining their presentation and ensuring every detail was perfect. They rehearsed their pitch, fine-tuned their visuals, and anticipated potential questions from the audience. The day of the conference arrived, and Tom stood backstage with Sarah, Mark, and David. They could hear the buzz of the audience as they waited for their turn to present. Tom felt a mix of nerves and excitement, knowing this was a critical moment for green tech. "Ready?" Tom asked, looking at his team. Sarah nodded. "Ready." Mark grinned. "Let's show them what we've got." David adjusted his glasses. "We've got this." As they took the stage, the room fell silent. Tom began the presentation, detailing green tech's journey, their innovative technology, and their vision for the future. Sarah and Mark followed, highlighting their recent advancements and successful projects. David wrapped up with a demonstration of their latest breakthrough, which drew audible gasps from the audience. When they finished, the room erupted in applause. Tom felt a surge of pride and relief. They had delivered a compelling presentation that showcased green tech's strengths and reinforced their position as a leader in the industry. After the conference, Tom and his team mingled with attendees, receiving positive feedback and forging new connections. They could sense the respect and admiration from their peers, reaffirming their confidence in green tech's future. As they left the conference, Tom reflected on the day's events. The rivalry with Nova Renew was far from over, but green tech had risen to the challenge. With a dedicated team and a clear vision, they were ready to face whatever came next. "Great job, everyone," Tom said as they walked back to their hotel. "Today was a big win for us. Let's keep this momentum going and continue pushing the boundaries of what we can achieve." Sarah smiled. "Absolutely. We got a lot of work ahead, but I'm excited for what's to come." Mark and David nodded in agreement, their faces reflecting the same determination and enthusiasm. Together, they knew they could navigate the challenges and seize the opportunities that lay ahead, solidifying green tech innovation's place at the forefront of the renewable energy revolution. Chapter 32, Innovation Showdown. The International Tech Expo in Munich was the biggest event of the year for the renewable energy sector, attracting companies, investors, and policymakers from around the world. Green Tech Innovations and Nova Renew were both slated to present their latest hybrid energy technologies, making this expo a high-stakes battleground. Tom, Chen, and his team arrived in Munich a few days before the expo, eager and anxious to prepare. They knew that Nova Renew would be pulling out all the stops to impress the audience, and Green Tech had to do the same. "Let's review our presentation one more time," Tom said, gathering Sarah, Mark, David, and Lisa in their hotel's conference room. They had been rehearsing tirelessly, fine-tuning every detail to ensure they made a powerful impact. "Here's the schedule," Sarah said, passing out the latest agenda. "We're presenting right after Nova Renew on the first day. That means we need to not only be good, but exceptional to leave a lasting impression." Mark added, "We got a demo lineup that showcases our latest breakthrough in energy storage. It's our trump card, and we need to make sure it goes off without a hitch." David, always a technical mastermind, had designed a live demonstration to highlight their new technology's efficiency and reliability. He was confident in his performance, but knew that any technical issues could be disastrous. The first day of the expo arrived, and the team arrived early to set up their booth and ensure everything was in place. The exhibition hall buzzed with activity as companies from around the world showcased their innovations. Tom couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and nervous energy. As the day progressed, the time for Nova Renew's presentation approached. Tom and his team took their seats in the audience, eager to see what their rival had to offer. Laura Mitchell, the CEO of Nova Renew, took the stage with confidence, presenting their new hybrid energy technology with a polished and persuasive pitch. Nova Renew's presentation was impressive. They emphasized lower costs, faster deployment times, and highlighted several pilot projects that had shown promising results. The audience responded with enthusiastic applause, and Tom could see the impact it had made. "All right, it's our turn," Tom said, standing up and gathering his team. "Let's show them why Green Tech is the leader in innovation." They took the stage, and Tom began their presentation, recounting Green Tech's journey and their commitment to advancing renewable energy. Sarah followed, discussing their latest projects and the long-term benefits of their hybrid solution. Mark and David then stepped in to explain the technical aspects and the breakthrough in energy storage. Finally, it was time for the live demonstration. David took the lead, walking the audience through the setup and the results they could expect. The demo proceeded flawlessly, showcasing the efficiency and reliability of their new technology. The audience watched in awe as the system seamlessly switched between solar, wind, and storage, maintaining a stable energy output. When the demonstration concluded, the audience erupted in applause, even more enthusiastic than they had been for Nova Renew. Tom felt a surge of pride as he and his team took a bow. After their presentation, the Green Tech booth was swarmed with interested attendees. Investors, potential partners, and curious onlookers all wanted to learn more about their technology. The team worked tirelessly, answering questions, handing out brochures, and setting up follow-up meetings. Tom noticed Laura Mitchell observing from a distance. She approached him with a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Impressive presentation, Tom," Laura said, extending her hand. "You've got a great team and a strong product." "Thanks, Laura," Tom replied, shaking her hand. "You did a great job, too. Looks like we'll be seeing a lot of each other in the future." Laura's smile tightened. Indeed, may the best company win. As the expo continued, it became clear that Green Tech's presentation had made a significant impact. They received several offers for partnerships and invitations to discuss large-scale projects. The media buzzed with praise for their innovative approach and the potential of their new technology. One evening, after a long day at the expo, the team gathered at a local restaurant to celebrate their success. They laughed, shared stories, and reflected on the intense competition and the hard work that had brought them this far. "To Green Tech Innovations," Tom said, raising his glass in a toast, "and to many more victories ahead." The team clinked their glasses, feeling a sense of camaraderie and achievement. They knew the road ahead would be challenging, with Nova Renew and other competitors constantly pushing the envelope. But they also knew that with their dedication, innovation, and teamwork, they could continue to lead the way in the renewable energy revolution. As the evening drew to a close, Tom looked around at his team, feeling grateful for their unwavering support and commitment. They had faced their rival head-on and emerged stronger, ready to tackle whatever challenges the future held. With the success of the expo behind them, Green Tech Innovations was more determined than ever to drive forward, expand their horizons, and make a lasting impact on the world's energy landscape. Chapter 33, Unexpected Sabotage. The buzz from a successful presentation at the Tech Expo in Munich was still in the air as Tom Chen and his team prepared for their second showcase on the final day of the event. Green Tech Innovations had garnered significant attention, and their booth was a focal point for many attendees. However, the celebrations were cut short by a sudden crisis. The morning began with a series of small glitches that seemed innocuous at first. Sarah noticed that some of the promotional videos were not playing correctly, and Mark reported that a few key statistics in their presentation slides had inexplicably changed. David's expression grew more concerned as he ran diagnostics on their demo equipment. "Something's not right," David said, frowning at his laptop. "Our system's showing signs of tampering. It's like someone's been messing with our setup." Tom's heart sank. "You think it's sabotage?" David nodded. "It's possible. We need to check everything thoroughly before our presentation this afternoon." The team sprang into action, each member focusing on a different aspect of their setup. Sarah coordinated with the event's IT staff to trace any unauthorized access to their files, while Mark double-checked the presentation slides. David and his technicians meticulously inspected the demo equipment for any signs of interference. Hours passed, and the situation grew increasingly tense. Tom watched as his team worked frantically, determined to uncover the source of the problems. He couldn't shake the feeling that this was more than just a series of unfortunate coincidences. As the clock ticked closer to their presentation time, Sarah came running back to the booth, her face pale. "I found something," she said, handing Tom a USB drive. "One of the event staff found this plugged into our system. It's loaded with malware designed to disrupt our demo." Tom's jaw tightened. "We've been sabotaged. But who would?" His thoughts were interrupted by a sudden realization. Nova Renew. The name hung in the air, and the team exchanged worried glances. It was a bold move, but Laura Mitchell's aggressive reputation made it plausible. "We don't have time to point fingers right now," Tom said, refocusing. "We need to fix this. David, can you purge the malware and get our system back online?" David nodded, already working on his laptop. "I'll do my best, but it's going to be tight." Mark and Sarah helped as best they could, reloading backup files and verifying data integrity. The minutes ticked by with agonizing slowness, the team's tension palpable. Finally, just as their presentation slot was announced, David looked up, his face determined. "We're clear. The system's back online, and the demo should work. But we need to be ready for any hiccups." Tom took a deep breath, feeling the weight of the situation. "All right, team, we've faced worse before. Let's show them what green tech is made of." They walked to the stage, the audience awaiting their return. Tom could see Laura Mitchell watching from the sidelines, a smug smile on her face. He forced himself to focus on the task at hand, pushing aside the anger and frustration. Tom started their presentation with the same confidence and poise he had shown before. As Sarah and Mark took their turns, the audience seemed engaged, but Tom couldn't shake the worry about the demo. Finally, it was time for David's demonstration. He stepped forward, explaining the technical aspects and benefits of their hybrid energy solution. Tom held his breath as David initiated the live demo. For a moment, everything went smoothly. The system transitioned between solar, wind, and storage seamlessly, just as they had planned. The audience watched in awe, impressed by the technology's efficiency and reliability. Then, just as they were about to conclude, the screen flickered and the system hesitated. Tom's heart raced as he saw David quickly adjust controls, stabilizing the output. The audience seemed to notice, a murmur running through the crowd. David smiled, his voice steady. "As you can see, our system is designed to handle even unexpected disruptions, maintaining a stable energy output." The demo concluded without further issues, and the audience erupted in applause. Tom let out a breath he hadn't realized he was holding. They had done it. Despite the sabotage, they had delivered a successful presentation. As they left the stage, Tom caught Laura's eye. Her smile had faded, replaced by a look of frustration. He felt a surge of satisfaction, knowing they had overcome her underhanded tactics. Back at their booth, the team regrouped, the relief evident on their faces. "That was too close," Sarah said, shaking her head. "But we did it." "Thanks to all of you," Tom said. "Your hard work and quick thinking saved us today. We've proven that green tech can handle anything thrown at us." David nodded, still looking at his laptop. "We need to tighten our security measures for future events. We can't afford to let this happen again." Tom agreed. "Absolutely. But for now, let's focus on the positive. We've shown the world what green tech is capable of, and no amount of sabotage can take that away." The expo concluded with green tech receiving praise and recognition for their resilience and innovation. The team left Munich with new partnerships and opportunities, their reputation strengthened by their ability to overcome adversity. As the plane took off, Tom looked out the window, reflecting on the events of the past few days. The rivalry with Nova Renew was far from over, but green tech had proven they were a force to be reckoned with. Onward and upward, Tom whispered to himself, feeling a renewed sense of determination. The road ahead would be challenging, but with his team by his side, he knew they could achieve great things.